Hey everybody, it's Corinne. I'm going to be taking you through about a 15-minute total body stretch. It is recommended by the American College of Sports Medicine that you stretch at least 2 to 3 times a week, holding the stretch anywhere from 30 seconds to 60 seconds. It is also recommended that you're warm, that your body is warm, so you've done some sort of workout. This can be a cool down stretch or do some high knees, jumping jacks, dynamic movement before getting into this total body stretch. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're gonna start out with stretching our neck. So feet shoulder width apart. You're gonna bend the elbow of the right arm and hand behind the back. Take your other hand and tilt your neck to the side. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Knees are soft, nice tall posture. Just breathe into the stretch, in through the nose, out through the mouth. It's just about allowing the stretch to happen. All right, we're gonna switch sides. Other hand behind the back, bend the elbow, and you're gonna take your opposite hand and tilt to the side. Again, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting that neck just extend to the side. Continue to breathe, keep those knees soft. All right, we're gonna move to a chest opener. So I'm gonna stand from the side. You're gonna interlace your hands together, have the shoulders back and down, and chest lifted. You can look up slightly, but you're just opening up the chest and the shoulder. Slight bend in the knees, shoulders down away from the ears, pulling down. Depressing the scapula, down away. Opening the chest, and just breathe. All right, now we're gonna stretch the opposite, the upper back. So lace the fingers together, flip them out. Knees are soft, and you're going to just push your shoulders out. And just breathe here. Opening that upper back, pushing those shoulders away, straight forward from your ear. Good, breathe through it. All right, now we're gonna stretch the bicep and the forearm. So bring your right arm out, straight out, flex the hand down, and then you're gonna press on that hand. Just breathing, soft knees, stretching that bicep and the forearm. Getting your wrist also stretched here. Keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. We're holding each stretch for 30 seconds. Feel free to hold the stretch longer, on your own if you would like. All right, now the left arm. So it's just straight out. You're going to press into that flexed hand. The palm is facing outward. Soft knees. And just breathe into the stretch. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Really focusing on that forearm and bicep. You should feel some tension. It shouldn't feel too uncomfortable. You just feel that tension releasing. All right, now we're gonna move to our tricep. So bring that right hand straight up. Then you're gonna bend the elbow behind the head. Bring your opposite hand and press down on the elbow. Standing nice and tall, just a little pressure pressing down on the elbow, stretching the back of the arm, the triceps. And just breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Stretching is so good to prevent injury, to increase your range of motion. All right, other side. So we take that arm straight up, bend, and bring that hand on top of the elbow. Soft knees. Standing nice and tall, just pressing down slightly on that top of your elbow, stretching the back of the arm. Good, just breathe into the stretch, in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, we're gonna move into stretch the lower back and the hamstring. So what we're gonna do is a little dynamic movement. You're gonna spread your feet nice and wide, hands at prayer. We're gonna go into a deep squat. Breathe, and then exhale, hinge at the hips, stretch the hamstrings. Bring it down, and back up. Good, we're gonna just move into that low prayer squat and extend the hips. Slowly roll on up. All right, we're gonna actually take it to the floor now for a child's pose on the floor. So go ahead and get in a kneeling position. Push those hips back. Spread out your hands and your fingertips. So you're pushing your hips back. You're spreading out your hands and you're dropping your chest down. Hips are pulling back. Chest is coming down. Hands are fully extended, getting a nice stretch in the arms and lower back. All right, now we're gonna go into a Cobra stretch. So you're gonna lay it all the way down on the ground. Your hands are flat on the ground, right under your shoulders, and you're just gonna press up to fully extend the arms. If this is too much, you can just go into a half Cobra here. But if you'd like to stretch that rectus abdominis, the abs, the back, good, just breathing through it, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly lower down. We're going to come to a kneeling position, hip flexor. So in a kneeling position, you're going to bring that right foot forward, square the hips, and then slightly push forward on that opposite hip. So your hands can be down by your side, they can be at your hip. You're just pushing forward just slightly, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And switch. Left foot comes forward, forming two 90-degree angles with your legs. Now, you slowly hinge the hips forward and feel that stretch right there in your hips. If you're seated all day, your hips are most likely tight and shortened. So we need to lengthen, stretch them out, and breathe into the stretch. Now we're going to come to a seated position with our heels and toes together for butterfly. Chest nice and tall. Option to press down and grab your ankles, press down on your inner thigh and the knee. Or you can just let your legs fall open. If you want a little bit more, press down. Good. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, I'm going to turn to the side for a seated spinal twist. Legs out straight. Bring the right leg over the left. Then you're going to twist towards the right. Nice and tall spine. Looking over your shoulder. Getting rotation in the spine. Allowing your body to move in the transverse plane. Very important. to move in all three. Just breathe through it. It's great for your spine. All right, switch. Left leg over the right. You're gonna twist, look over, shoulder. Just breathing. Still sitting up nice and tall. Breathe it into it. All right, now we're going to take it to the floor for a figure 4 stretch. So you're going to lay on your back. Your right ankle is going to go right below your left knee. Flex the feet, grab in between the legs and behind the knee of the hamstring. So just pull in where you feel comfortable, where you feel that stretch starting to tighten up, because what your body's doing here to stretch is your brain is finally telling your muscle that it's safe and to relax. That's why it's recommended to hold the stretch at least 30 seconds or longer. All right, let's switch. Left ankle below that right knee. Reach in between your legs, behind the hamstring. Flex the feet and pull in. Good, just breathing through it. All right, slowly come to your side. Push yourself up and come to your feet. Slowly come on up to standing. We're going to do a quadricep stretch. So let's stretch that right heel into your quad. So what's important is keeping your knees in a line. Don't let your knee pop out. If you want to bring your arm up, soft knee and the supporting leg. Nice and tall posture. Heel to the glute. All right, other side. So you're bringing your heel to your glute. Ooh, find your balance. Good. Soft, supporting leg. And just breathe through it. All right, standing calf stretch. So what we're going to do, you're going to flex that right foot up. You're going to hinge at the hips. So you can reach down or just rest your hands on the opposite thigh. Pushing those hips back. Trying not to let that stretching leg bend too much, because we really want to focus on the calf and the hamstring, the back of the leg. So the hips are going back. Other side, you're going to flex that foot up, and then hips go back, and just breathe through it. You feel the tightness, but the more you breathe into it and the more you hold it, your body will start to relax. That neuromuscular connection, the brain telling the body to release. All right, now we're going to move into a side stretch. So nice and wide, about 3 to 5 feet with your legs, and you're going to raise one arm, and then you're going to just side bend to the side. those obliques, internal, external obliques. If you want to come down a little, just make sure that your waist doesn't just completely drop down. All right, other side. Arm up and then drop. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can go a little deeper now without dumping the waist. Focus on that side. Stretching. All right, we did it. Thanks for coming for the full body stretch. Have a great day.